She looked exhausted. Her cheeks were sunken, and there was a slight shake in her hands. Nevertheless, she stood tall and proud, her eyes narrowing as she awaited our response.
"Yes, grandmother,"
Jordan said, all traces of levity gone. "Then why are you giggling here in the corner like school children instead of hosting?" Orla clucked her tongue. "Dante and Vivian Russo are here. Stella Alonso is here. Go network. You're engaged now. You'll have plenty of time for couple activities later." My face heated at the knowing tone she used to describe couple activities. Jordan placed his drink on a nearby table and sped off. I moved to follow him, but his grandmother stopped me with a hand on my arm. "Not you, dear. Not yet." She swept a discerning eye over me. "You look lovely." "Thank you," I said, pleased. Compliments from Orla were rare, and I didn't take her approval lightly. I wore a gauzy saffron yellow mini dress from the store's in-house collection. My silk-pressed hair cascaded past my shoulders in loose waves, and my gravity-defying heels put me 2 inches above Jordan's even 6 feet. They'd cost an absurd amount of money, but they were so beautiful I couldn't resist. Everyone had their indulgences. Mine were shoes and perfume. Also knitting, but my projects came out so misshapen, I'd yet to admit that particular hobby to anyone. "I wanted to speak to you because we don't see each other in person often," Orla said. "I know you and Jordan have been engaged for quite a while now, 16 months, I believe. But She faltered. Her breath wheezed. I almost reached for her to make sure she was okay, but she shook it off a moment later, like nothing had happened. "I haven't gotten a chance to properly welcome you to the family." She clasped my hand in hers. "For the longest time, I thought Jordan would never find the right partner. He's my only grandchild, and I was concerned. He's certainly never dated anyone for longer than a few weeks. I worried that when he finally did bring someone home, it'd be some trollop off the streets. I'm very glad it's you instead." Orla patted my hand. "You're a beautiful couple. I know you'll take good care of him." She sounded sincere, but a touch sad. I purposely overlooked her use of the word trollop. The woman was in her late 80s after all, and masked my confusion with another smile. Orla wasn't a sentimental person, and she'd already welcomed me to the family at my engagement party over a year ago. Perhaps she'd forgotten? "I appreciate that, Orla. You've been so kind to me since we announced our engagement. I'm, really excited to join the family." If she noticed my small verbal stumble, she didn't mention it. "Of course, dear. I had to tell you in person. I couldn't count on my daughter to do it. The only thing she knows how to do is spend my money and take on increasingly appalling lovers." She glanced to the side. "Ah, there's Buffy Darlington. Excuse me, but I must go say hi." Orla gave my hand one last pat before she left. I blinked at the empty spot she'd vacated. What the hell just happened?
"You look shell-shocked. What did she say? Did she berate you for wearing heels that make you taller than me?"
Jordan reappeared like a ghost materializing out of thin air, now that his grandmother was gone. He loved her, but he was also terrified of her.
"You know how picky she is about appearances. It doesn't look good when the woman is taller than the man, blah, blah, blah."
"Well, I'm 5'10" and flat, so that's going to be hard," I quipped. But no, she didn't mention my heels. I gave him a quick summary of our conversation. "Also, I don't want to alarm you, but is she okay? She looks a little pale, and her hands keep shaking." Jordan frowned.
"I'm sure she's fine. She got the flu last week and she's still recovering. Of course, she insisted on...
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.